Manchester United have finally completed the signing of long-term target Lisandro Martinez. The Argentine international arrives at Old Trafford for a fee believed to be in the region of 55 million euros and has signed a 5-year deal. His arrival means that Erik ten Hag is reunited with a player who's done so well for him in the Eredivisie. The wait is finally over for Paris SaintGermain fans. The Parisians have finally secured the signature of highly rated French striker Hugo Ekitike. Stade de Reims did receive a better offer from Newcastle United, but the player's heart was set on moving to Parc des Princes. While United fans will be excited about Martinez, the arrival of Christian Eriksen also sparks joy, with the Danish international confirming the news on his Twitter account. Pushed towards the exit door, Frenkie de Jong still doesn't want to leave, and Barcelona really need to sort out what's becoming quite an embarrassing situation. Before we get started, we want to share the sponsor of today's video. The OneFootball app is the ultimate football platform and is a must-have for every football fan so that you can follow all of your favourite leagues, teams and players all the time right from your phone. You can be sure to turn on notifications for specific players to be instantly alerted when they score a goal or when they're involved in other breaking news. It is the best and easiest way to stay up to date with everything football. Click the link in the description down below to download the app right now. You won't regret it. Since the arrival of Luis Campos and Christophe Galtier at PSG, the capital club's transfer window has begun to accelerate. After the formalisation of Vitinha's arrival in midfield, the Parisian management had immediately wanted to strengthen in the offensive sector, and in particular bring in a number 9. Several profiles were targeted, ranging from Robert Lewandowski to Gianluca Scamacca to Hugo Ekitike. If the poll was a dream signing, Scamacca was also seriously considered, even if for the moment the negotiations are stuck at the level of the price asked by Sassuolo, as revealed by the president of the Lombard club on Thursday. But at the same time, PSG have sped things up to sign Hugo Ekitike. After meeting the player's entourage and Reims, the Parisians had made a first offer of 27 million euros accompanied by bonuses. According to our information, the case took another turn this Friday. This time, the case was well and truly closed. The capital club is very close to reaching a final agreement with Reims for the transfer of the 20-year-old striker. Paris Saint-Germain quickly agreed with the striker on the basis of a 5-year contract. PSG are also set to integrate the youngster into the first team, and he will be set to travel to Japan, where the reigning champions are on tour. The fight goes on. This summer, FC Barcelona and Frenkie de Jong are having one hell of a showdown. On the one hand, there is the Blaugrana club, which wants to sacrifice the Dutch midfielder in order to raise funds for the transfer window and free up the wage bill. On the other hand, we have a player who wants to stay with the Catalan team at all costs. Between them, we find Manchester United, who want to get de Jong out of this mess. Moreover, the Red Devils have reached an agreement with Barca for a transfer of 75 million euros plus 10 million euros in bonuses. This is enough to make Barcelona weak between the knees. In fact, Joan Laporta will dance wearing just a tea cozy on his head for anyone who throws some money at him these days. Okay, so this is like a typical Desi wedding where the parents of the girl and the guy have agreed on the marriage but the couple isn't on the same page. Okay, let's just rephrase this. Manchester United are like that guy at a bar who are observing a waitress not being treated right by a customer and wants to help her out, but the waitress is happy with how her life is. In a rather similar vein, Barcelona want to get rid of Frenkie de Jong, but Mundo Deportivo says that the player doesn't want to join United. The Dutchman is definitely not thinking clearly, so Frenkie, if you're listening to us, just leave Barcelona. You don't even have to join Manchester United. You just need to know that Laporta doesn't give a shit about you. Almost a year ago, Christian Eriksen was close to leaving us forever during a group match of Euro 2020 against Finland. Sidelined for about 6 months, following his cardiac arrest, he fought and was able to resume football, leaving his club Inter Milan for a championship where he can continue playing with a subcutaneous defibrillator. He's chosen Brentford, where he shone under the orders of his compatriot Thomas Frank. Playing 11 matches, he scored 1 goal and delivered 4 assists, which allowed the Bees to survive in the Premier League. Used a notch lower in Brentford's 3-5-2, the attacking midfielder could have stayed at the suburban London club. However, his free agent status opened more prestigious doors, like his former club Tottenham and Manchester United. The Dane, who returned to national team duty in March, finally decided in favour of the Mancunian club in order to write a new page in his career at the age of 30. Convinced by Erik ten Hag's speech, he agreed with the Red Devils on a 3-year contract. A strong choice for the former Ajax Amsterdam star, who will find a style of football he appreciates. On their social networks, Manchester United welcomed their latest signing. Manchester United are happy to confirm that Christian Eriksen has joined the club, signing a contract until June 2025. The midfielder has been capped 115 times for Denmark, scoring 38 goals for his country. Eriksen played 237 games in the Premier League, scoring 52 goals and 71 assists. Read the press release on Friday. Last season was such an embarrassment for Manchester United. They were dropping points left, right and centre, and the defence was conceding goals as if it was gospel. Harry Maguire, well, let's be honest, he sucked. Raphael Varane looked like a class act, but spent quite some time injured. Victor Lindelöf, well, he's okay, but not really a commanding presence, is he? And Eric Bailly would one day play like he's the African incarnation of Franco Baresi, only to become Thomas Brolin the next day. On top of that, passing was slow, lethargic and risk-free. This is why Man United had to provide Erik ten Hag a defender he would trust. And who better than your former player who has always done well? Lisandro Martinez has been the best defender in the Dutch league for at least 2 years. On the face of it, he doesn't look like a centre-back. In a world where we're obsessed by tall and physically imposing defenders, Martinez looks more like a fullback. But don't be fooled by his stature. The Argentine is one of the most agile defenders around, knows exactly how to pass the ball, and his distribution is so good that it will leave you smacking your lips in delight. For years, United have been crying for a defender who would play a modern brand of football, and Lisandro Martinez is every bit of a defender who will add a new dynamic to how the team transitions from defence to attack. In terms of his defending, Martinez's positioning is really very good, and while he might not be physically imposing, Martinez loves to clatter his opponents. For Ten Hag, defenders are meant to play a high line. The likes of Maguire and Lindelöf simply aren't built for that type of football. Lisandro Martinez, though, has a lot of speed, so even if he does get beaten, he's very good in his recoveries. In terms of his distribution, Martinez works very well with players who have excellent off-the-ball movement. This is why he worked so well with the likes of Antony, Sebastian Haller and others. All in all, Manchester United are getting themselves a really good defender, but they really need to ensure that they play to his strengths, and if they do, they might have a hope for a better next few months.